Hi, guys. Tim Forshey here again with another chapter of Guns and Gavels, another concept that's on our mind. So let's talk about a subject that comes up again and again. We get a lot of email response from folks on the YouTube videos about this. Uh, by the way, this discussion is only going to pertain to Arizona laws, not the rest of the country. Your mileage may vary depending on what state you're in. But with regard to Arizona, we're basically talking about the difference between Title IV violations and Title 13 violations of the Arizona Revised Statutes. In other words, is the place that you're not allowed to have a gun a liquor establishment or a non-liquor establishment? Now, don't forget, there's a lot of non-liquor establishments that are off limits for guns. Obviously, schools, federal buildings, military bases, any place that has a metal detector. Obviously, unless you're a real, idiot, you're not going to carry a gun into those places. The consequences are way too dire. Those are all going to be clearly avoided with guns or other weapons. But in Arizona, at least, the bulk of public places that you can go legally allow you to carry a gun. But let's be sure we're all on the same page here, okay? The gun must be concealed, not openly carried. Even if it's legal to openly carry in your state, as it is here in Arizona and a lot of other states, I will always stand by my opinion of the practice of openly carrying guns. It is stupid. It just really freaks people out. It scares the horses. The people that you're trying to intimidate are not intimidated by it. The people that you really want to be away from you and you want your gun to send that message are the people that are licking their lips waiting to punch you in the back of the head when you turn around. The only people that you're actually scaring or intimidating are the 27-year-old school teachers and their young children that bump into you at the mall. For God's sakes, don't carry open even if it is illegal. For God's sakes, don't carry open even if it is legal to do so. It's always going to be stupid even if it is legal. The only people that should ever know that you're carrying a weapon are you, your closest group of friends, and the person that just threatened your life. Nobody else should ever know that you're carrying concealed. That's what concealed actually means. So once we're all on the same page with that little caveat, what happens if you get caught with a gun in a place that has a no guns policy? Well, there's only two ways that can happen. If you follow my advice and your gun's actually concealed, that means you've either used your gun to end a tragedy, in which case, who cares about potential misdemeanor charges? You're alive. As the old saying goes, it's better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. That's a trite bumper sticker. It's also very, very true. Or you've carelessly flashed that gun. Somebody just became aware of the fact that you were armed when they shouldn't have been aware of that fact. And that means that you were basically doing something stupid. You were being thoughtless about the way you were carrying your gun. Now, if you do that in a liquor establishment that has a posted murder sign, a lot of people call these no gun signs. I call them murder signs because they only invite murderers to come into that place armed. But if you do that in a Title IV liquor environment, you are probably going to be arrested. There's pretty much zero tolerance for that. Alcohol and guns don't mix. I think we all have to agree on that. If you're doing it almost anywhere else, the mall, a non-liquor serving restaurant, a hardware store, then all that's going to happen is you're going to be asked to leave. If you refuse to leave, which puts you right up there in the 0.01% of stupidest people that I've ever encountered category, then there's a strong likelihood the police will be called. And once the police arrive, they're going to ask the person who has the right to ask you to leave to once again ask you to leave. And if you once again refuse, you're going to win the silver bracelet award for the stupidest guy they've encountered during that shift. Don't be that person, okay? Just politely leave if that ever happens, okay? Again, when I say be concealed, that means in all three dimensions, that not just from vision. That's from constantly touching your gun, adjusting your pants, drawing attention to the fact that you're armed, bumping into a wall, bumping into a corner at a restaurant, and people hear the clank of your gun when it hits a metal wall. Folks, those are all rank amateur mistakes that clearly broadcast the fact that you're carrying a weapon. It's not concealed. It's just not easily visible where I can actually see the serial number. So follow these rules. Join the ranks of the good guys out there who might actually be able to make a difference in the constant fight against evil. So give us some thought. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Click like below and stay safe out there, folks.